Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. I'm your host, Cooley. We got another amazing episode today, man. We are doing some debates and a lot of other fun topics. Everyone that is interested to join the live stream, that's going to be the first link in the description. You can join the live stream. We are welcoming on anyone, the supporters, the haters, the people with different opinions, different perspectives. Whatever it is, if you want to join the stream, let me know. We'll get that set up. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the intro. Let's go. All right, we are back. So we are currently live on Facebook and YouTube right now. Everyone go ahead and click the like notification so this content gets pushed into the algorithm. Like I said today, man, we got some debate. So we got a mystery guest on today, and he's going to talk about a few things. He hit me up on via Instagram, speaking about, the 1 + 1 = 1 or 1 + 1 = 3, whatever the math may be. We'll also see if he is a believer that the black woman is God, since he believes in that. So we'll get into that and we'll bring him up in a second. Let's just first get into the usual schedule programming. So the first link, let's go through the description right now on YouTube. So the first link in the description is to join a live stream. If you want to join the live stream, you want to have a debate about anything, come on and click that first link in the YouTube description. The second link is to become a member. So if you like this content and you want to continue to watch it grow, click the second link and, become a member. We got 3 tiers. First tier is Hitman, $5. Second tier is Gang, that is $10. Third tier is Mob Ties, that's $25. You join that tier, you're welcome to the cookout. You locked in with us. The third link in the description is for one-on-one coaching. I do media and marketing coaching. I do dating and relationships coaching and coaching men on masculinity as well. So you can click that third link and, get some coaching. It always helps to, if you may not know certain things, men, we're simple creatures, right? You may not, you're like, I can't really put my finger on what it is. Maybe when it comes to masculinity, maybe your woman is withholding sex for compliance. Maybe you're just inadequate as an individual and you need some guidance. I got you. As far as with women, maybe a dude, you want to know why your dude cheated on you. It's a simple question. Maybe you want to, you want to know, how to find a man and how to lock a man down, a higher tier man. Go ahead and click that link. I do coach women as well. The fourth link in the description is for merch. We did drop some merch. So, man, the merch is fire too, man. Y'all gonna like this, bro. The merch is fire. Check out the merch. You see the new logo. And then on the back, God over woman, woman over man. God over man, man over woman, woman over children. You know the slogan, man. So go ahead and cop the merch. If you support this podcast, get some merch, man. Shirts fit nice and tight around the arms. Gonna make your arms look nice. It's not that cheap fabric. It's not just going to, go ahead and after you wash it, it's not going to, shrink on you. So it's that good material, man. Go cop a shirt. Then we do have the fifth link in the description. That's going to be for the Clips channel. Join the Clips channel, man. The podcast has been growing. We about to reach 200,000 subscribers in under 2 years. It's only been a year and a half now, fully a year and a half. And we had 180 something subscribers. So podcast has been growing. But join the Clips channel. And if you can't watch the full content, the full hour or to 3 hour content, you want to see the short form content, that 10 minutes to 30 minutes, join that Clips channel, man, and subscribe. Trying to get that to 100K as well. The sixth link in the description, is that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the sixth link in the description is for the Discord. Yo, we'll be in Miami next week on Monday. So we doing some dope podcasts out there in Miami with some celebrities. So y'all gonna like it, man. I told y'all, man, we working over here. So click the sixth link in the description if you want to be kept up to date on all new things coming with No Fugazee. We'll keep you notified. And actually, everyone that's in the Discord already, we are going to give an update to the Miami trip. If you guys want to link up out there, anyone that's in Miami, maybe going to link up with y'all. So click that sixth link in the description. Without further ado, let's get into, hold on, let me check the YouTube real quick. And chat, my allergies is kicking my butt. So if I keep sniffling, man, that's just allergies. Y'all gotta bear with me. All right, let's go to the YouTube real quick. Let's see if everything is Gucci. Okay. Yeah. On YouTube, we are good. Let's hear the volume. Yeah, volume is good. So yeah, the sound is good. Let's check out Facebook real quick. Everyone on Facebook. Yo, Facebook must have shadow banned me, yo. It's not even... Facebook definitely shadow banned. Yo, Facebook wildin'. I posted something the other day. It only got like 60,000 views in a day. Usually my Facebook is at like 500,000, 1 million views in a day. Facebook definitely got me shadow banned. This is what I'm saying, chat. Everyone that's on Facebook right now, go and just subscribe to the YouTube channel because Facebook do be shadow banning a nigga. That's what they do. Let's see here. Yeah, everybody on Facebook, come on over to YouTube now. I'm going to shut this out in a little bit. So without further ado, let's bring our mystery guest online and we'll have him go ahead and introduce himself and we'll get into this content, this conversation. There we go. Yo, welcome to No Fugazee podcast, man. What's your name and where you from?
Jerry Fontillo, originally from New York City. I live in Port St. Lucie, Florida right now.
Okay. You said where in Florida?
Port St. Lucie.
Port St. Lucie. What other city is that near?
That's about 2 hours from Orlando and 2 hours from Miami. It's right in the middle.
Right in the middle. Okay. All right, man. That's what's up. So, how old are you and what you just moved out here? How old are you and what you do for a living?
53. I own a publishing company and I'm a photographer.
And a photographer. All right, man. That's what's up. So, what do you want to speak about today?
I own a publishing company.
And a publishing company. That's what's up, man.
Yeah. I seen your broadcast the other day when you was talking to the brother. There's a little lag, so I can't really hear you. When you
I didn't say anything, but I can hear you clear.
Okay. And let me just clear things up. I'm not here I don't believe that God is a woman. I'm just here to explain why a lot of people feel that way. That's because he couldn't articulate it before.
Okay, so let's get it right. You don't believe that God is a woman, but you came here to
I don't think God can be why people feel that way.
Okay, you came to explain why people feel that God is a woman.
That way.
Okay,
yes.
Let me.
Because I don't think God can be. Go ahead.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to check out the lag and see if there's a lag on your end or on my end. One moment. See if we can get this figured out.
Okay. All right.
Let's see something real quick. All right, so I mean, it's no lag on my end. I think the lag is coming from your end, but it's okay. I'll go ahead and just what we'll do is to make this conversation be clean and concise. After you finish speaking, pause, and then I'll speak, and then after I speak, I'll pause. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I don't believe that we can put a gender on God because God is beyond a gender. That's right off the bat. To say he's male or female, that's limited him to our constraints, if you understand what I'm saying. But um, the way I look at it, why people believe that God is a black female is because, scientifically speaking, the oldest genomes found that traces back to the human race has been a black female woman. They never found even remains of males until like thousands of years after. So they said all of our genes came from a black woman in Africa. That's according to scientific research, right? So people just believe because if you look at the way life started with a single cell and it divided through what you call like asexual, like mitosis. The cell split into two, right? That's how single cells originally reproduced, and the first life on Earth was a single cell. If you go by, and this is just what people have looked up. This is not even my opinion. I'm just stating what I've researched and why people have said that to me. All right.
Got it. So let's clear the air real quick, just to make something clear.
Yeah.
All right. So before we even get into the conversation, are you willing? I know you said that you want to. You don't believe that the black woman is God, but you understand why people feel that the black woman is God. So every point you make, since there's a lag, we're going to go through every point. Now, do you believe, so you're willing to have this discussion to vouch, 1 second, you're willing to have this discussion to vouch for people's feelings rather than facts?
Well, their feelings are based up by some scientific fact. So I'm just going to explain why they feel that way.
Okay. Now, so another thing, you said that their feelings are based on some scientific facts. Meanwhile,
Yes.
you don't actually believe that their feelings are valid because you don't believe that the black woman is God.
Yeah, I think that just saying the black man was God would be limiting God. So I don't believe that. I'll explain what I believe after, other side of the story, basically. Because I listen to all things,
Okay.
and I
Well,
take
we
all
don't even have
information to try to get to the truth.
We don't. And here's the thing: we don't even have to get into what you think on based off of how they feel. That's all in void because you don't even believe it yourself. Let's have a conversation about things that you actually believe in so we could have a logical discussion, because I don't believe that the black woman is God. You don't believe that the black woman is God. So that conversation is pointless to even have, right? So I could dismantle those arguments real quick and you won't really even argue anything back because you don't believe that the black woman is God. So it's kind of just pointless. Let's go to the stuff that you wanted to speak about. You said something when you DM'd me, you said that 1 + 1 = 1 or 1 + 1 = 3. Let's go there about the things that you believe in. What do you believe in?
I never DM'd you 1 + 1 = 3. You must have me confused with somebody else.
What did you DM me and say?
I DM'd you, and I'll pull it up right now on my phone, that the person you were speaking to, he didn't articulate his point. Okay, see, I have it right here. I said, I don't think he knows how to articulate what he was saying. And he couldn't probably explain it. If you would like to know why he was mean, I explain the way why he thinks that way. That's what I said. I'm looking at the DM.
Okay, got you. All right, got you. Sounds good. Fair enough. Yeah, I just pulled it up too. Yeah, I get a lot of DMs. I guess that was someone else about the 1 + 1
I know. No, that's okay.
They're probably gonna be coming in here soon.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough, man. So yeah, let's.
1 + 1 = 3.
Got you. So what exactly do you want to speak about today?
Because,
what things do you disagree with?
I'm not necessarily saying I disagree with anything you have to say. I'm just telling you why people have come to the conclusion because of, and I'll break it down. I'll put it in a nutshell, okay? Because you know how stem cell therapy works, right?
All right. So yeah, this what we'll do.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. So because there's a lag, this what we'll do. You don't even have
Oh,
to explain that because we both don't believe that the black woman is God. So let's just move on to another conversation. It's very simple. The reason why they believe that the black woman is God is because those men was raised without a father. To make it very simple, we could talk about the scientific stuff. That's all in void. We already know that you can't get anything God that's outside of God, that's not affected by time, space, and matter. He wouldn't create a human being, the first human being that can't even survive on the planet with animals. Women are weaker. Women are more emotional. So that means that they're scared of the dark. They can't manipulate the world how a man can. They can't, hunt and gather how a man can to, get enough amount of calories for themselves. He wouldn't create the weaker being first. So the people that believe that the black woman is God,
So
they were just raised in a single mother home, and they also pedestalize women. They're weak-minded, and that's the facts. So let's move on to another conversation. What else did you want to speak about today?
To that point about why wouldn't he create a woman first? All I'm saying is today's modern women is not a representation of women when they were first created back in the past. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, fair enough. Today's modern man isn't the same man that was created when we first.
I know when the human species came around, there was slightly any difference between men and women. This is what I'm saying. There was hardly any difference.
No, that's just not true. When the human species came around, that's not true.
Our human genomes, if you look at the remains found of early human man and woman, there was hardly any structural difference at the time. We are built this way because of our evolutionary development.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's cool that you're saying something, but that's just not true. I'll say this, man and women, we are more similar than we are different. There's more similarities than there are differences. That is true. But as far as you got to look at the exceptions, right? Sometimes we talk about on a podcast, exceptions don't make the rule. Well, these exceptions, I got you. Listen, these exceptions.
I'm not talking about.
I got you. Just listen. These exceptions do make the rule because this is what makes man and woman extremely different. The things that make us extremely different is men have 40% more grip strength than a woman. Men have bigger bone density. Men have quicker joint flexibility, quicker twitch flexibility than women. This is why we're faster. So from the physical structure, not even, I'll say that years ago, thousands of years ago, it was even more prominent. It didn't get lesser. I would say, if anything, it got closer.
What did you base that on?
This is scientific facts, man. 1 second. We got 1 second. Elise, the engineer, I see you in here. Give me a moment. I'll bring you up in a second after I'm done with this discussion. Go ahead, man.
All right. I'm based in my opinion on scientific fact too. Studying the early remains of man, the only way you can tell the difference between a man and a woman was the structure of their hip bones. But the skeletal remains were pretty much the same.
You're talking about the skeleton, right? That's not true.
Skeletal remains.
It's not true about
the hip bones and certain bone structure was the only reason we can tell the difference between man and woman in the very beginning.
That's when you look at the bones, but you could still go all the way back to see that the men had bigger bone density. Bigger bone density. It's vastly different when it comes to the physical capabilities of a man and a woman. So we don't even have to get into this argument because, I mean, you don't even believe that the black woman is God anyway.
I mean,
that's fine.
No, but I'm not saying that has nothing to do with a God. has nothing to do with defining God as a gender. What I'm just talking about from a scientific point of view. You can, a lot of people say that women came before men because a woman is a more complex organism than a man. That's why people say that. And you cannot sustain life. If every man was to die on the planet today, life can still be sustained. The human race will not go extinct. But if every woman was to die, we'll be extinct within 70 years.
Yep. Once again, that isn't true. So I'll explain to you why that's not true.
I'll explain why it is true. I'll explain why it is true. First explain why it's true, and I explain why it's true.
All right. So here why it isn't true, man. So men, we don't need women for survival value. Women need men for survival value. Men only need women for replication value. Okay? With that being said, let me finish. If it was only women, they wouldn't be able to manipulate the world how a man can. They're not built to manipulate the world and fight against nature. Nature has killed more people than any wars and any king and any sultan that ever existed. Famine, bees, mosquitoes, storms, bad weather, cold, severe heat, that killed more people than any wars ever. Men, we build things. We build infrastructure to protect ourselves and women from nature. We do things as a hierarchy. It's in a man to create a hierarchy, right? So when a man gets together, it's a group of men. We already know. We don't argue and bicker how women do. We put the best person in position first. We see, okay, he's good at this job. He's good at that job. Let's put the best person in position first, and that creates a hierarchy from top down. That's how that goes. When women get together, they are very sensitive and emotional. So they're looking at the sensitivity levels in other women because they are sensitive. So what they do is they do everything in an egalitarian way, and they look at to try to make everything equal. You understand what I'm saying? So they do things by committee, and nothing gets done when you're doing things by committee. They don't put the best person in charge. That's just the facts. They put the worst person in charge because, Katie feels bad. Let's go ahead and let Katie do the job. Meanwhile, Katie sucks at doing a job. That's just in a woman's nature to prioritize feelings over logic and reason. Men, we don't operate that way. So I'm breaking it all the way down for you. So the first reason why man would be first is because man can deal with and manipulate nature way better than a woman can. So we don't need the woman for survival value. We only need them for replication value. Furthermore, scientific studies was already done in mice. They didn't do human trials yet because it isn't legal to do human trials. And I don't even think they got that far yet to do human trials. But usually when they can do something in a mice, they'll start doing it. They'll start doing it in humans. Like they can you could copy a mice, make a clone of mice and clone other things, clone meat. You could clone things. But here's a scientific fact, what they did.
Do you know
a study came out. Well, yeah, I know how it works, but one second, right? So here's what happened. So we're talking about asexual. We're talking about asexuality, right? So this is a being that doesn't need a male sex counterpart or a female sex counterpart to reproduce. And there's 5 animals that can do this. I know it's Cape honeybees, I know it's lizards, and then there's 3 other ones that can reproduce asexually without a male sex counterpart. So what they did was, scientifically, they can't do it in a woman. They can only do it in a man. The reason why they can't do it in a woman, because a woman has 2 X chromosomes. 2. The man holds the X and the Y chromosome. So what they did in the mouse, right? They they duplicated the X chromosome in a mouse. Duplicated it. And then from there, they duplicated it and created like a wound in a mouse, and a male mouse. I'm not sure how the freak they did it, but this is what they did. From there, you still have the Y chromosome and the X chromosome as well. So then you have the semen. But what I'm telling you, look, it's very simple. All I'm saying is what they did was with the mice, they literally, they made the male mice asexual, meaning that the male mice can reproduce. With the female mice, they couldn't do it because the female doesn't have the Y chromosome, which means that they can't get any seed from the female mice. They already got the eggs, but they can't get any seed from it. But from the male mice, if you duplicate the X chromosome, then you can get the egg. Then you can get the egg as well, and the male mice already got the seed. They got the Y. You get what I'm saying? So they can't do it scientifically done. They can't do it in any females. They can only do it in a male. So that is a fact. But go ahead.
The first successful clone was a sheep named Dolly. That's the fact. It's documented. The way you create a clone is you take a stem cell from an actual mammary gland or the egg cell or the reproductive organ in a female. That's how they clone Dolly. Stem cells create any cells.
Forget about the cloning. We're not even speaking about the cloning. Kind of dispute what I said.
But there's a point to it. The point is, the way you get clones is you give a chemical injection to a female stem cell. That injection will motivate that stem cell to create whatever cell you program to create. Just like when a woman takes birth control, it's an injection that tricks the woman into thinking she's already pregnant, so her ovaries don't release the egg. All you do is take a stem cell from an ovary and trick it into believing that it is already pregnant and creating a male child. It will develop sperm cells in its ovary. They took out the sperm cells, they matured the sperm cells, and then re-injected it into the same female. That's what a clone is, a genetic perfect copy of its original maker. But a lot of people, this is going to go over their head. And I can see right off the bat that because people don't understand the science behind it, that they're not going to agree. I'm not telling you this to say this about who's God and all the other stuff. God is an energy force in my book. I don't even believe in the stuff they put in the Bible. But if you talk scientifically speaking, the female body is more advanced than the male body. The male body cannot be manipulated. I'm not talking about mice. I'm talking about human beings. And yes, there's animals that asexually reproduce the same way. Chemicals and hormones can produce different reactions to a stem cell to create any part of a human being you want. This is why when somebody says your body comes from a female, this is what they mean. And people that have mutations, a growth in their body, like some woman, let's say a woman has a mutation of a baby that's never formed. It has teeth in it and they have to cut it out. Those things are just chemical stimulations and signals telling a female to produce a certain part of a body. And the more you get into the sciences, the more you can break it down. This is why I said stem cells are very important. And the stem cells that can do that only come in the form of a woman in her ovaries. It doesn't come in male form. This is why some people believe that a female is a superior being. But what I'm saying is, to me, it doesn't matter. If you believe that women came before men and women ruled societies way before men, and then men rose up and overthrew women, and let's say that happened again, I don't think the world would be better off. It's a human condition that's the problem, not the man versus woman, or is a woman a black man or a black woman, or who is God. That's not the problem. The problem is, to me, that we spend so much time fighting over who came first and fighting over the science, because science changes every day. And I can quote a million things to back up what I'm saying. I can send you every single report. I could DM you and you can read it yourself, whether you agree with it or not. My thing is, whatever you learn, the information, if it doesn't prove your individual life, then it's garbage. And most information we get is just used to control us anyway. We have a bigger problem than dating and who came first as a man in a black society and as a black man in a black woman society. I fully support any type of show that brings us together and helps us live a better, happier, more productive life, not fighting about
Facts. Facts.
nonsense of who should rule in
That
the
is true.
society and who built what and who built what. It's almost like you're fighting over, is the world round or flat? And I say it doesn't matter. The world could be on the back of a baboon's ass, and we could be living on a pimple. The truth of the matter is, if you don't get to producing and get to living a productive life, then it doesn't matter. The day the fingernail comes down from earth and scratches your ass, we're all done. Whether it be a baboon fingernail or a fucking comet. My deal is,
that is facts, man. So look,
how can we get
so
together
look,
as
man,
people,
I do agree with that, and yep, I do agree with you. I do agree with you saying on now. I agree with you saying. So I got you, man. In a quick second, right? So here's the thing, right? I bring these people on that have these different opinions and stuff. It's because that's what they do. I have people on and they state some crazy things, and then I refute their claims. So that's why I bring people on the platform that maybe believe 1 + 1 = 2. Yo, you breaking up. Yeah, you breaking up bad, man. Yeah, you still breaking up. I'm gonna go ahead and refresh. Get out the stream and then come back in. So, yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, he doesn't even want to debate about anything. He doesn't stand on anything. I thought he said that he wanted to have a debate on some stuff. He was saying that people that he doesn't even believe that the female is a superior being. He's stating things that other people were saying. Who cares about that? It's nonsensical. I bring people on when they have different opinions. If they have the same opinion, conversations go kind of quick because it's like, okay, cool. Bang, I got business to do. Other than that, you said something weird. Oh, well, that doesn't make sense. Let's have a conversation about that. So that's what I do. But yeah, fix your Jerry, fix your stream. What you could do is exit and then come back in, and I'll allow you to come back on. We have Elise, the engineer here. I'm going to bring you up in a second. But yeah, as he was stating, some of the things he was stating that it was nonsensical, it was pointless. Like you're talking about cloning and stuff like that. I just use that as a quick example and to make my point. He went on about cloning. The conversation isn't about cloning. At the end of the day, God wouldn't create an inferior being first. He would create the stronger being first, the being that can handle and deal with nature. The woman can't. So yeah. So why even come on and try to argue someone's point when you don't even believe in it? I don't know. Maybe he wanted some clout. But anyways, let's let the next person on. Yo, you are live with No Fugazee. Turn on your camera. You are live with No Fugazee podcast. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's happening? What's happening? Can you hear me good?
I could hear you good. What's your name and where you from?
So my real name is Josh, but my producer name is Els the engineer. I know you were saying like Elise,
Oh,
but
L's the
it's
engineer.
Els. Yeah.
Got you.
Last name
I
is
thought it
spelled
was an
like
I.
Z. No,
L's
I get
the
it.
engineer. Okay, man. And where you from?
I'm from Dallas.
You from Dallas, Texas. That's what's up. All right, man. What's up? Talk to me.
Okay, so man, this I just saw that the live yesterday. I watched the whole 3 hours.
Yeah.
Uh, but
Which live?
the uh, the woman is God live.
Oh, okay.
So that whole debate. So I saw from the beginning to the ending, and I am ashamed of our people. But the
Yeah, man.
the the morality is crazy. First of all, I just want to say I'm not in disagreement with you. So you're right. This probably will be quick, but I can understand when people say that 1 + 1 = 3. I can understand where they're coming from, but I don't agree with it because that's not the world that we're living in. And even if it does equals 3, it depends on the context of where they're getting the source from. Do you know where they get that from?
I mean, it's very simple. It's like anyone can reason. You can reason your way to anything. Like people that like steal. Oh, well, my reason was is because I came from the hood, so I had to steal. I ain't have enough money to get what I needed to get. Like anyone can reason their way to some nonsense. So that's what it came from. It's very simple. 1 + 1 = 3. It's like, okay, well, if I'm a man and if I get with a woman and we have intercourse, then it could equal 3 because we'll have a kid. Or it could equal 4 because we'll have twins. Or it could equal 5 because we could have triplets. Who knows? So that's where it comes from. It's just like people that say, well, 1 + 1 = 1. Well, if you have one drop of water and you put it with another drop of water, well, water, they combine. So that would still be 1. It'll just be a bigger 1. So it's very nonsensical and illogical. Like you said, that you could reason your way to any nonsense. So I understand why they do it, but they're dumb.
So
And usually the people that speak like that, they got a low IQ, they didn't graduate high school, or they not making any type of money. It's hard to keep a job because their mind is off. And usually they suffering from a lot of vices. They smoking, drinking, and do a whole lot of masturbation, and they lack the ability to attract women. So, I mean, got to think about it. If you're a man, because it's all men that's coming on saying this dumb stuff. If you're a man and you out there working hard, going to the gym, on your purpose, getting chicks, you got no time to be having a perverted mindset thinking about 1 + 1 = 2. The only reason why you would think that way is because idle hands does the devil's work. So they're all in their vices. They're masturbating, they're smoking, drinking. So then they're like, well, I think 1 + 1 does equal 2. I mean, 1 + 1 does equal 1 or 3. So yeah, they're just dumb. But go ahead, bro.
So, the first and only time where I heard this was from Eddie Griffin's stand-up, Freedom of
Yeah.
Speech.
I
A
think I did
comedian.
see Eddie Griffin. That nigga funny.
Yeah, he funny. He's one of my top 10, top 5. But he was the first and last and only person that I ever heard say 1 + 1 = 3, and that's on the stand-up. Outside of that, I never heard 1 + 1 = 3. So
Yeah.
I don't know anywhere else where they get that from. Now, as far as the whole thing about the woman is God, the other thing that I just want to say about that is that you can't be someone, like the last brother. He said he don't really believe in the book, so this probably wouldn't apply to him anyways. But if you consider yourself to be a believer of the Bible, whether if you're a Christian or non-denomination or whatnot, me myself, I believe that a lot of us so-called black people are Israelites, so descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Whatever the book says, you have to go with it. When you read, I believe in that stream, the brother he brought out Corinthians, it says that the man is of the woman. You had a brother on there that said that you have a belly button. What does that really prove? And then
Yeah, I
when you look
mean,
at Eve, he said Eve is evolution. I'm like, brother, you even told the brother himself that the book wasn't originally written in English. So a lot of things we're reading is translated. Some things are mistranslated. Eve, her real name was Kuwa in Hebrew, which means life giver, not the
yeah.
life carrier. And Adam just mean man.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we just had someone trying to join the stream. I see you, work addict. I'll add you on in a second. But yeah, man, I mean, it's sad that our people, the black man, came so low that they're going to make the black woman their god. You don't see the Asians doing that. You don't see the white man doing that. You don't see the Puerto Ricans. Hola, que lo que? You don't see the Puerto Ricans. You don't see Jose and Hector and them doing that. They don't make Maria the god. But somehow we came so low as a people, right? And it's a minority, right? But still, it's like, come on, man. You pedestalizing a woman and making your woman a god. It's how literally, if you think about it from the biblical way, right? So, Eve was influenced by the serpent. Adam was influenced by Eve. Eve made outside influences her god. You got to think about it. Women are more susceptible to outside influences. Women are easier to sell to. This is why media and all the companies, they, source everything to the woman's way. You know what I'm saying? Because women are they're more agreeable creatures. So the woman made outside influences her god, and Adam, being a simp at the time, he got the message from God himself, but instead he listened to Eve and made Eve his god. And once he did that, that's when, the world came into, a fallen state, and we never really came out of it. That was the first sin. So yeah, man, it kind of started from there, and you still continue to happen. And you got simps coming on, believing that the black woman is God, or believing that any woman is a god, worshiping a woman. Why would you worship anything other than, a being that is so glorious that you can't even truly understand? You know what I'm saying? Like the God that I worship, you got to think about it. All human beings, in order for us to do things and to coexist together, we have to be subordinate to logic and reason, because we have to reason with one another, and we have to have a logical mind and not just act on how we feel. So that means that in order for us to survive on this planet, we literally must be subordinate to logic and reason. But logic and reason has to be subordinate to something. And I'm subordinate to that. You understand? That's God. Yeah. Logic and reason has to be subordinate to God. And that's who I'm subordinate to. So it's like, yeah, the God that I worship, he's not affected by time, space, or matter. He's in it, through it, beyond it, not affected by it. These people over here making a woman their God. Like, come on, like, dream bigger. Like, she's a regular, she got flesh and blood. Come on, bro, dream bigger. Like, think bigger. Why are you making another human being your God? But anyways, man, good convo, man. I'm going to go ahead and add someone else on. Okay, brother? Anything before you go? Got anything for me?
I just want to say, man, I just started to follow your podcast, man. It just popped up on my YouTube. You got a great platform. We in the same generation, so I like to see you keep doing your thing and keep, promoting and encourage our people to do better, because the only way we're going to get better is if people like yourself and I, that we continue to encourage our people and tell them to look right and not look left.
Word. Appreciate you, man. Have a blessed one, brother.
No doubt, no doubt.
Appreciate the support too, man.
No doubt.
Yo, we got What's Up just came in. Yo, I'm going to add you up in a second. But first, let me go ahead and 1 second, man. Let me go ahead and get to the regular scheduled program and updates. Yo, we got some links in the description on YouTube. Everyone on Facebook, actually, come on over to YouTube. I'm going to close down a Facebook stream. I see y'all in here. Come on over to YouTube. That's No Fugazee Podcast on YouTube. I'm closing down a Facebook stream now. Let's see. All right. All right, Facebook, we are closed down. Everyone that's on YouTube, if you want to join the live stream, man, we got haters. You want to join? You got a different opinion? I see y'all in the chat. Tim M, thanks for modding the chat. I see you getting the haters out of there. Actually, haters, if you watching, yo, join the stream. It's the first link in a YouTube description. Just go to the description, click that link. You must have your audio on and your camera on, and you could join. If you are a supporter, you could join in too, man. I'm speaking to everybody today. It's Wednesday. We chilling. We got a podcast on Friday with like 4 to 5 girls. So stay tuned for that. Next week, for the whole week, we going to be in Miami. We got a lot of special guests, some celebrity guests. They're going to like that. In Miami, I think we're doing like 3 streams. It's going to be lit. But yo, click the link in the description for the merch. The merch is available now. Check it out. You see it, the God over man, man over woman, woman over children. The merch just dropped. If you support this podcast, go get the merch, man. Other than that, let's bring up Buddy. Let's go. Yo, you are live with No Fugazee Podcast. State your name and where you from.
I'm from Hammond, Louisiana, and I'm calling from. I hit in from Louisiana, and I ran across your video probably about several months ago. I didn't know who you were. I said it seemed like you were talking on relationships and stuff, and it was very interesting stuff. But I wanted to interject the part where they talk about the black woman is God. I just wanted to clarify. There's a scripture in Psalms 82:6. It's talking about the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American people are the real Jews according to the Bible. So when they talk about the black woman is God, it's really talking about the so-called black man and black woman. The black man is a god and the black woman is the goddess, but the blacks, Hispanics, Native American people are the real Jews. So the Bible said we are gods. If you look at Psalms 82:6, that's why I wanted to throw that part up in there.
Yeah, man. I mean, once again, chat, my views do not align with any of the things that the people that come on the stream talk about. But okay. I'll go ahead and say, yeah, man, I've done my research. I know about that passage in the Bible. I don't think it means that. I don't think it means that at all. I don't think it means that, calling us gods or goddesses. No, we're human beings, and we ain't nothing special about us, bro. Here's how life is. And this is the thing. It's a coping mechanism that the black people do. It's just a coping mechanism.
Okay.
And black people tend to use this coping mechanism because, for the most part, not all, but a lot of us are inadequate. Think about it. If you are inadequate as a man or inadequate as a woman, meaning that you are not where you want to be in life, then you're looking for something to grab onto. You're looking for something to validate your laziness. You're looking for something to validate you not having enough ambition, you not having enough discipline. So you're trying to grasp onto anything, right? The truth is that no one is special. A man, a woman isn't special. No one is special. That's the facts of it. What it is, we are judged by to one another. We judge one another by the work that we put in.
Okay.
We judge one another by the work that we put in, right? Okay. So it just so happens to be. I do believe thousands of years ago, the black man, before it was named Egypt and Alexander the Great and his general took it over and renamed it Egypt, when it was named Kemet, I'm sure the black people was reigning and, for thousands of years and doing their thing. I'm sure we was on top as kings and queens at some moment. At some point in history, right? That is facts. That is facts. I'm sure we had some slaves and other things. White people had slaves. Black people had slaves. Arabs had slaves. Everyone had those type of things. But that's in the past. Currently, right now, human beings are in a fallen state. The black person is in a victim mindset. There's not no other human beings on the planet. I mean, all human beings tend to have a victim mindset in some way. But the way black people have this victim mindset and wanting to cope all the time is insane, bro. It's insane. At the end of the day, stop being lazy, get up off your butt, and if you have a dream, go for it.
Okay.
If you have a dream, go for it. But not only that, I'll take it a step further. I'll break it all down for y'all.
Okay.
Life is very simple. Forget about the dreams and all of this other stuff. Well, not forget about it, because you do need the dream, right? But it's very simple. Only the exceptional people make their dreams come true. Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson. You got all the Michaels. You got the presidents of all the countries. You got Steve Jobs. You got, Mark Zuckerberg. A very small minority of people, which are exceptional people, make their dreams come true. The rest of us, right? The rest of us, it just so happens to be that we succeed in life by providing a service to other people, right? So if you can provide a service to someone, then you are on your purpose, because we're all put on this planet to help one another out. So providing a service to someone could be starting a food truck, a cleaning company, anything that provides a service to someone that makes their life a little bit easier. If you can provide a service to someone, you will see monetary gain. This nigga hopped off the stream, or I think it closed. But yeah, you will see monetary gain and your life would just be more abundant. It's just how it is. But yeah, man, black people be coping. Victim mindset. That's the reason why, he's thinking like, oh yeah, we were gods and goddesses. Man, there were the Greeks. Would you call them gods and goddesses then? I mean, I guess they did for a little bit there, but not really. They had the mythological stuff like the Greek gods and stuff like that, but they didn't actually call themselves gods. That was just like their media back then, their drawings and stuff like that on what they kind of felt. Dang, why hop off? Okay, let me bring you on up. Hold up. Who's this? One second. Oh, dude just dropped out the live, not me. Okay, yeah. Nah, you good, man. I just think I just spoke to you, bro. I see you over here trying to hop on, but hey, anyone else want to join the live stream? Click the first link in the description. I'm taking all calls today. Haters, supporters, first link in the YouTube description. Go ahead and click that link. But until then, actually, let's get into some updates. So we're doing a live stream on Friday. We got about 4 to 5 girls. No special guests. We're doing it in-house. And then on Monday, we going to Miami. Monday, we are doing a podcast in Miami featuring another podcast. Some good guys. We're going to promote that. It's going to be dope. Then on Tuesday, we got another podcast. Not going to name the special guest yet, but he's a comedian, funny YouTuber. The dude is dope. Stay tuned for that. Then on Thursday, we got an NBA player. I'm not naming who, but we got an NBA player coming onto the stream, and it's going to be lit, super lit. So stay tuned, and next week when we in Miami, we doing 3 streams. Then on Friday in Miami, Friday of next week, we got another special guest. Not naming that one, but it's going to be another big guest. So yeah, anyone that's tuned in right now, join. If you want to join the live stream, click the first link in the description. Let's see here. We got some super chats. Okay, we got Noni42. Welcome to the gang, bro. You joined the membership. Shout out to you, man. Welcome.
No Fugazee.
We have straight white male. Sends him $5. Calling yourself a god is blasphemy of the highest order. That is facts. Blasphemy. Like, you must be in a very, very low state. Life must have went horrible. You made wrong decisions. Your wife cheated on you. You're broke. You can't keep a job. You lost that job. Your family hates you. And you're like, well, life is just going horrible for me. You know what? Let me look for something that is said in the Bible, or let me look to like some African stuff and, oh, I'm a god. I am a god. I'm a god. They do this because it's just a coping mechanism, because they are inadequate. So they need to say or do anything so they feel comfortable living their crappy life. That's a fact. A nigga like me, life is good. I'm putting in that work. I just came from the gym. Y'all see the workout shirt. Came from the gym. It was leg day. I know y'all be talking like Cooley, man. Get in the gym and do them legs. It was leg day. I was going in. I was in there for like an hour and a half going in on legs. But If anyone else want to come on and join the stream, once again, it is the first link in the description. And actually, let me go ahead and share my screen with y'all so I can show y'all how to, because I want y'all to subscribe to the YouTube. Actually, don't be a ninja watcher. Click the like notification. Click the like icon now and like the podcast so it gets pushed into the algorithm. Then, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. We got 181,000 subscribers. We trying to hit 200K within the next few weeks. I think we'll hit it. But we do got the Clips channel. The Clips channel, I'm going to share my screen and just walk y'all through it on how you could join the Clips channel. It's very simple, man. If you support this podcast, you want to continue to watch it grow, then go and subscribe to the Clips channel too. So let me share this with y'all real quick. Hold up. Hold up. All right, bet. Okay, so this is the main channel. To get to the Clips channel is very simple. You just scroll down. Scroll down, bro. Scroll down, and you'll see the No Fugazee Clips channel, and you'll see the Dragon Ball Z icon right here, bro. Click and subscribe to the Clips channel. We almost had 2,000 subscribers. And then we're at 18 videos posted, but we're going to be posting a whole lot more, man. So subscribe to the Clips channel. We got some shorts in there as well. We got some in the Clips channel doing good. 28K views, 39K views, 47K views, 91K views over here. Like, the Clips channel is definitely growing. So subscribe to the Clips channel. Let's stop sharing that. Let's go back over here. All right. So, let's see what else we got. I see another person in here trying to join. Make sure your camera is on and your audio is on as well. Camera and audio. Your camera and audio is not on, so I'm going to add the next person that just hopped in here. We got Dwayne. Let's go ahead and bring you up. I see your camera's on. Yo, welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. State your name and where you from.
What's up, Cooley? My name is Dwayne. I'm from California.
What's going on, man? Talk to me.
So pretty much a lot of the stuff you've been saying, I agree with damn near everything you say, not because I'm an avid listener, but because it just makes sense. It's common sense. I think a lot of people, like you said, like to cope. So then they'll say anything just to make themselves feel better. And also like to add, I do have somebody in my family that says a lot of the stuff threatening you says. And I'm just trying to think to myself, how do people come to these conclusions? It makes no sense.
Yeah, man. Crazy, man. We had the one dude, the fake Drake lookalike, the dude that penciled his hairline. He literally penciled. He was bald, bro. He was bald and he just penciled his hairline in. And he had the nerve to talk about my hairline. Like, bro, what? This guy's funny.
Nah, you good,
weird guy. He was touching his beard and his face the whole time, playing with himself, going like this. Weird dude, man. And he got obliterated in the debate. He didn't want. I was literally gonna fly him out. Truthfully, I was gonna fly him out. And next time I get one of those people, right, that's talking tough, I'm a book their flight. You know how I just shared my screen? I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to book their flight live online. So they got no excuses. He just ain't want the smoke. He ain't with it. He was like, he ain't agreed to the terms. But the next person that do it, flights is pretty cheap right now too. Man, I'll fly someone out. It'd be like $150 right now. That ain't nothing. Oh, you want to get flown out to catch this butt whooping? Yeah, you gonna get flown out and get whooped, boy. It's gonna be an early whooping. The crazy thing is though, people think that I'm a small guy. I got a fairly little voice. Like my voice isn't that deep. So they'd be like, I'll talk to him or disrespect him while we're over this screen. Like, bro, I'm 6'4", over 200 pounds. I'm not a little guy. And not only that, size don't even matter. I'm just not that guy to mess with. And I'm not even I don't even want to be fighting. It's just like, I'd rather not fight. But if you do want to smoke, I'll give you that smoke. But yo, I appreciate the support. You got anything else for me?
Just basically a compliment. One thing I really appreciate about you, no matter who comes with disrespect, I've seen you keep your cool through and through. And that just says a lot about someone who is truly a leader. Because like I said, the dude that was talking all tough over, the screen, he wouldn't say that to you in person. It's usually the loudest ones in the room who are the scariest. And I truly believe that you would have hurt that boy.
Yo, it's always like that, man. It's mad funny. I meet people because I had a debate. A guy flew out from Atlanta, and what's funny is his name is Jermisha now. People call him Jermisha because he was that emotional during our debate. His name is Jeremy, but they called him Jermisha. Like the whole chat was clowning him, calling him Jermisha. The whole time during the debate, I'm speaking to him. I'm pointing at his face. I'm calling him feminine because, you know what I mean? Like I'm the same way I speak to guys over here is the same way I'm speaking to him over there. So that happened. And then afterwards, he like threatened me like, yo, I'm going to pull up on you, this and this. I'm like, wait, what? You were here, bro. Like, then I didn't even talk to him anymore. Like, he was sending me messages through Instagram. I didn't even message him back. I'm like, all right, you silly, man. How you trying to act hard when you were just here? You had none of this type of energy in person, but once you leave, you got this energy. It's crazy, man. And he wasn't a small dude. He was like maybe 5'11", maybe 6 foot, maybe around like 200 pounds too. He wasn't like small, but he was soft in the mind. Like,
right.
Yeah. But yo, I appreciate your support, man.
Yes,
keep
sir.
tuning in, keep watching the podcast, man. And where you say you from, Dwayne?
California.
California. That's dope, man. We may be going to California soon. So if we do, man, join the Discord and we'll keep you up to date on all new things coming. All right, brother?
I appreciate you, brother. Have a blessed one.
All right, man. Have a good one, bro. All right. We are back. Anyone else want to join the stream? Go ahead and click the first link in the description. We're bringing up anyone that wants to join. So, yeah, man, this is just a chill stream today. No chicks. Y'all just got me, bro. No chicks, it's just me. So, I want to talk about dating and relationships. You want to have a debate on anything. Maybe you've seen some clips that you disagree with and you like, you know what, Cooley, I don't really like your take on this, man. Join the stream. Come on in. We'll have a conversation about it. But other than that, let's continue to give y'all some updates, everyone that's in here. I'm going to go ahead and keep talking about this because y'all need to. And why not get the merch? That's something that it's just true. Like, you got all these other logos on your shirt. You got, different sayings on your shirt. My stuff is all true, right? One, no Fugazee. You see the new logo. No Fugazee means no lies. That's truly all it means. No lies, no cap. Speak the truth. Be authentic. So if you want to be authentic and rep something that's authentic, get the merch. Also, on the back, God over man, man over woman, woman over children. You see the merch. Is this truthful? Everything, this shirt should, matter of fact, they shouldn't sell any other shirts but this shirt because it's the truest shirt. Matter of fact, look, if you're not wearing this merch, bro, you're not a real nigga. Go get the merch. The link in description, yo. It is I'll actually let you know. It is the 1, 2, 3. It's the 4th link in the description. It literally says merch. So go ahead and grab the merch. But Do I see anyone else? Man, if I don't see anyone else, we've been rocking for an hour, man. It's going to be an easy stream for me. If I don't see anyone else in a second, we're going to go ahead and wind down and close down the stream. But we do have a lot of people in here watching, about 300. Well, we had 500 people in here, but now it's like 261, I believe. So out of these 261 heads in here watching, yo, I know some of y'all got to be haters because I see y'all in the chat. So let's see. Oh, we got some super chats. Let me get to these. We got Larry Johnson sends in $20. Shout out to you, Larry. You over here supporting.
No Fugazee.
Larry Johnson says, just supporting the channel. Keep up the good work. Yo, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. We have the Real Hood Santa sends in $2. Explain the difference of submission versus manipulate. Okay. So explain the difference of, elaborate a little bit. Explain the difference of, do you mean like a woman submitting to a man and the man manipulating the woman? I guess that's what you could mean. I'll go with what I think you mean, but okay, I see you in here, Phil, my man, Phil Jr. Y'all, I'll add you up in a second. So not really sure what you're talking about. You got to be a little bit more specific, but if you mean as far as in between a man and a woman in male and female intersexual dynamic relationship, women, they submit automatically. You can't negotiate anything with a woman to try to get her to submit to you. That's just not how life happens. Just imagine, right? God want us to submit to him. What if he's trying to negotiate with us? Like, hey, David, so I'll give you this and I'll do this for you if you just stop all your vices, stop the drinking, stop the smoking, stop masturbating, stop cheating on your wife. I'll give you all of this stuff. Like God doesn't do that. We'll still be like, we won't even respect God. We'll be like, are you even a God? Like, why are you trying to, negotiate with me? Like, submission comes natural. You have to be ready to submit, right? Just like we have to be ready to receive the Spirit of the Lord. That's why it's called receive the Spirit of the Lord, receive the Holy Ghost. A lot of people don't receive the Holy Ghost because they're not ready to receive the Holy Ghost. I actually received it. So it's the same thing for a woman. A woman ain't going to submit to you if she ain't ready, or if she just doesn't see you as a man to be a worthy enough man to submit to. So that comes natural. And the way you get a woman to submit to you is by being the best version of yourself. We know that women are complex creatures as far as the things that they are attracted to. So what you do is you try to advance on all levels. The crazy thing is, for a man, we can always level up because women look for many different characteristic traits in us. If we're short, guess what? We can get in the gym and get muscle. If we're broke, we can work harder and make more money. So we can always level up in certain aspects to become more of a valuable man in a woman's eyes. The thing is, a woman like Whoopi Goldberg or Oprah Winfrey, they ugly. Like since we so simple and we pretty much like beauty gets you in the door. If the chick ain't hot, it's like, God dang, yeah, they can't level up on anything. The only thing that they could do is try to be as sweet and nice as possible and feminine as possible. Ugly chicks have options anyway, so they'll be okay. That's the thing. The woman would still be okay. Ugly chicks still got options. But if you are broke, a bum, and an ugly man, you got to level up somewhere, bro, or you're not going to have no options. So, yeah, submission comes naturally. You can't negotiate your way to get a woman to submit to you. You only get the woman to submit to you by being the best version of yourself. As far as the manipulation, you got to be more specific in what you're talking about. Let me check the regular chat and see if you commented. 1 second. Did you comment anything? Nah, you ain't comment nothing. Yeah, you ain't comment nothing. So, all right, let's bring up, we got I don't know who this is, but let's bring him up. Just join the stream. Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. State your name and where you from.
Joseph is my name. I'm from
Joseph.
I'm from Zambia, Africa.
Zambia, Africa.
Yes, brother.
Where is Zambia at? What other country is it located? What other country is in there?
So Zambia is in Central Africa, part of Southern Africa. Where you find South Africa, Zimbabwe.
Oh, Zimbabwe,
Malawi.
okay.
Yeah. We're just neighbors to Zimbabwe.
All right. Well, shout out to Africa, man. What's up? Speak to me.
Yeah, man. I should first by saying, man, you've been a blessing to me. I started following your podcast not too long ago, and you've sparked something in me. I think my reasoning has changed, even just to connect to you and speak to you like this on a video, a chat. To me, man, I feel so happy, man. May God richly bless you, man, to what you're doing. You've motivated me to an extent where I feel I should be a guy that also need to help other guys out there. I feel where the time in human history where I think the issue of feminism really it's a war on men. I begin to feel a lot of men should be helped in understanding their role really as a man. Following you up, man, it has helped me to know my position. Like apparently in my country, we have a lot of marriages breaking up, like almost every day. So now this gets to bother me a lot, and I feel it has to do with the new wave for feminism. I just did the research.
Feminism. Yeah.
Yes, I did the research. From the time feminism came into play, especially in the western part of the world, I think it has different waves, and this is the fourth wave, if I'm correct. And I believe this fourth wave it has to do with breaking the cultural barriers on women. Now, to me, I take it so. I took interest in just underlining the word breaking the barrier culture. I feel we're getting to a time where women, especially in my country, where women get to feel, well, they can do without a man. But when you get into the nitty-gritties of that, you find that it is all deception. No matter how much a woman...
I was going to say, I agree with you, man. First, I want to say, thank you for supporting the podcast. And it always, humbles me to hear kind words like you just said, man. Thank you, man. This is why I do the podcast, to help brothers out from across the country, all the way in Africa, all the way to the motherland. So, and I think the thing is that men nowadays, we've had a coddled mindset. We didn't understand reality. We didn't understand that we have to be men. Like women can believe in fairy tales and kind of believe in the Disney fairy tale of thinking like, well, life is, someone's going to save me. They always got a backup. Men, we don't have that backup. We have to be the best versions of ourselves. So why marriages end, why, girls break up with guys, it's because it goes back on, like you said, feminism, the independent boss babe, the feminism, warping women's mind, thinking that they're equal to a man. But also, it also not only warps the woman's mind, it also warps the man's mind. And I'll explain, right? So think about it. You have in America, at least, but you said that you're going through it even in Africa, which is crazy. But in America, I can only speak on what I know. In America, it affects the man as well, because a lot of these men are being raised in a single mother home. And the woman, and they're adopting the ideologies and the mindset of their mother. So they see that their mom is out there going and getting the bag. They see that their mom is an independent boss babe and really don't need a man because she's single and she's doing everything. So then the man gets out there in the world and then he's like, well, because we all kind of want a woman like our mom, right? So then they get out in the world and they think like, well, I kind of want a girl. I'll accept a girl that is, independent and out there getting things, and we could kind of go 50-50 and have a partnership. This is why I have guys on the podcast. They come on like the light-skinned dude, the guy that I did the debate with. He was like, I don't want a marriage. I want a partnership. I'm like, oh, come on, man. Like you weird, bro. Then 2 weeks ago, I had another guy said the same thing. They're black guys saying that they don't want a marriage. They want a partnership. They think that the man and the woman is equal. And it's very nonsensical to even think like that. We're more similar than we are different, but the differences are very extreme, which we're not equal at all. And not only that, the woman doesn't want the man to be equal. The woman wants someone taller, stronger, and makes more money. She doesn't want someone her height or shorter or making the same money or less money, or someone that's not as competent or just as competent. The woman prefers a superior. And not only that, she only respects a superior. That's the other thing that they don't speak about. Women only respect the man that she could admire. If she's looking down on you in any way, you're not going to get respect. And this is when a woman starts withholding sex for compliance. And that's when the marriage breaks up, because she got one foot out the door. And then the dude is out there cheating anyway because he's not getting no sex. So it's like, oh, dang, and he can't even understand why the woman is withholding sex for compliance. So the rabbit hole goes much deeper than just even that. I could speak about it forever, man, and give multiple different examples on it. But anything else you got for me, man? I'm going to go ahead and get to the next caller, brother. Oh, your stream just froze. So I'll go ahead and get to the next caller. But Joseph, I appreciate you, man, and keep supporting the podcast. We got Zoe. Zoe, I see you in here. Turn on your camera, and then I'll bring you up. I see you in here, Zoe. Turn on your camera, and I'll go ahead and bring you up. But before I do, let's get to the super chats. So we got straight white male sends him $5. Tell that man to upload 3 patriarchy while... Tell that man to uphold the patriarchy while he still has the chance. Yeah, man. The dude in Africa as well. I guess that's who you're talking about. Yeah, man, his stream just shut off. But yeah, in Africa, it's crazy how he's going through feminism even in Africa, which is wild. But you got to think about it. Usually, I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with it, so I really don't want to speak on it, but I'll just speak in general. Usually, the further the world gets from comfortability, then the closer you get to gender roles. So the further the world gets from, having a society where you got clean water and a lot of food and agriculture is going good and trading is going good and society is good, the further you get away from gender roles. But usually in third world countries, gender roles are closer, meaning that the woman the woman doesn't have any choice. She needs a man that is working out there hard to protect and provide for her, because if not, she's going to be on the streets and nature is going to get to her. Life isn't going to be good. But yeah, Zoe, I'll bring you up and just make sure your camera's on. Zoe, you are live with No Fugazee. Can you turn your camera on? No camera? I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I'm not going to remove you. I'm just going to put you back into the funnel. So once your camera's on, I'll bring you back up. All right. We got, I see it's another stream here. I see you. I got you, Zoe. I got you right now. Hold up.
Yeah.
Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. State your name and where you from.
I'm Zoe. I'm from South Carolina, brother.
Zoe, speak to me, man.
All right, man. So I dig everything that you're doing on No Fugazee. I love everything that you're doing. My question was to you, you got a lot of same values and morals, but it seems like earlier I was listening to you, you said that you had the Holy Spirit, you received the Holy Spirit, and
Yeah.
that loser last week, man, that dude is just a simp. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like dudes like him. I don't like how the way, like, you should be, just because you got intellect and you're smart doesn't mean that you're a white boy, you want some white stuff. That just means that you're black and you're intelligent. You know what I'm saying? And I think that kind of make us look bad as men, intelligent black men too. You know what I'm saying? But I saw your merch, man. I'm gonna buy that merch. I gotta
Yo,
get
I appreciate it, man. Yo,
like,
merch gang, we lit.
like me and my brother be, that is dope. That is dope. But the back is, that's what it is right there. It's God first, then man, then women oversee the children. Yeah.
Yo, it's like I said, it's the truest shirt.
Yeah.
It's the truest shirt. You won't find another shirt truer.
I got to have them. But my question is to you: what is your faith? What is your religion? Like, what do you believe in? Because me and you kind of got the same morals and values. So, what is it? What is that you believe in? Like, what's your faith?
Yeah, I mean, I would say I'm a Christian man. I do believe in Jesus. So yeah, man, I believe in Jesus Christ. So yeah, like you asked me the question, I did receive the Holy Ghost in 2019. So yeah, man, and it definitely changed my life. It gave me a whole different outlook on life and a whole different perspective. So yeah, man.
All right. Have you ever heard of Geno Jennings?
Geno Jennings, yeah, good pastor. I watched some of his stuff on YouTube. I like that brother, man.
Yeah. That's what I follow. I'm like, I just listen to you and I just be like, man, we need more content like that. There's no way a woman is God. Bro, where does this come from? Do you think this come from the devil, or do you think it come from feminists, or like what is going on? Because I run into so many dudes that say a woman is God. You know what I mean? And I just look at the understanding and I just like, man, what happened? You know, like where we are beneath a woman. How did it get this bad, brother?
Yeah, man. You know, like I said before, you don't see the white man calling the white woman of God, a Chinese man calling a Chinese woman of God, the Arab man calling the Arab woman of God. You only, and it's not a lot of black people. I mean, I had 5 of them in the midst of 2 weeks. So, I mean, the ideologies and this thinking is getting out there, but it's definitely not that popular. But yeah, like I said, I think that most of them, what I've came to the conclusion was they all believe that 1 + 1 = 1, or 1 + 1 = 3, and they all was raised in a single mother household. So when we look at it, it's like the mother imprinted on the son, which then they all stated that their mother was their God. So every other woman from that was the black woman is God, because they're mama's boys. You know what I mean? And they didn't have a father to protect them from their mother. They didn't have a father to protect them from their mother worldview. A mom is emotional, right? She gets her period every month. Just it is what it is. Women are higher in estrogen. Women are higher in trait neuroticism, which means that they feel more negative emotions than a man. So you have 2 identities that you are going to grasp from as a man. You're either going to grasp more of your mother's identity, where you're going to be a little bit more flamboyant and a little bit more sweet, or you're going to gravitate towards your father's mannerisms and stuff, where you're going to be a little bit more direct and concise and congruent and decisive, right? Women don't know what they want to eat. Women can't really make a choice on things. They live in their minds. Men are more logical. We can eat the same thing every day at the same time. As long as we eat and we fine. We don't need all of these meals. We don't need to try new restaurants. We're not social creatures how women are. And it's facts in it. All the jobs, all the career fields that they choose are in nursing, are in admin work, and that's pretty much all that it's in. It's in caregiving and stuff like that. Men, we're interested in things. Women are interested in people. So that's why there's more men in STEM, Science, technology, engineering, and math. We get into those job fields because that's what we're interested in, right? So when you're looking for a leader, right, a leader is going to be more logical, more reasonable, more rational, and he's going to be more capable of protecting and providing for you. The woman, overall, like generally speaking, they just don't embody those traits. Now, there are some women in STEM. There are some women that's doing, certain jobs that men are doing, but it's not to the same degree. And it's not usually, if you ask any girl, you ask a woman police officer, do you really want to be a police? Or, say if you met a man that could take you off the pole or take you off from being a police officer or take you off this, you over here moving cones on the side of the road doing some construction work. If you met a man that could take you off from, doing that job, would you take that? Oh, yeah, I love that type of man. They all would say yes. All of them say yes. Now, there's some women that's in positions of maybe they're a doctor or they're doing something that's actually, changing and pushing society forward. That's fine. Those women can, stay in those roles because they're doing something actually of true value to society. But there's only a small percentage of even men that do something of true value for society. And there's even a smaller percentage of women that do stuff for even true value for society. So if you look at it, their true value that they can give to society, if we're being truthful, is in a home, in a kitchen, barefoot, cooking me some steak and chicken. So I'm playing, but yeah, man, it's being a mom and it's, bringing forth the next generation. But yeah, any other questions, man? I'm gonna get to the next caller if you don't got anything, brother.
Art of war is like produced, like, I believe in Jesus Christ too, but you think the art of war is Satan, the devil, kill the head, the body gonna fall. If the man is not in the house, the whole house will fall. And that will create these feminist women and these women out of character. Do you think that's a contributing of why we just spiraling out and downfall as a man? Or what you think?
Say that again. You was breaking up a little bit. You said, do I think the downfall of man is what?
The man not being in the head of the household, right? Like if you kill the head, the body will fall. So if the man is not home, it'll be a contributing factor to STEMs or feminist women who have to be the way they are. And do you think the contributing factor that the man is not in the home and the woman was deceived and still being deceived?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the downfall of society. If the man isn't, the head of the household and leading his family, is gonna fall. But not only that, it goes deeper than that. You got to peel back the layer, because the most powerful force is influence. Influence creates thinking. Thinking creates behavior. So the most powerful force is influence. If the man that's leading the house was influenced and he adopted the ideologies and mannerisms of his mom, well, then you just got a weak man guiding that household. So he's going to guide that household astray. He's going to lead his family astray. That's just a weak man. So since influence is the strongest force because that creates our thinking and then, our behaviors, we need... That's why women, I do the podcast with women and they're like, well, this guy came from a 2-parent household, but he still was like, not as masculine. I'm like, well, he probably just loved his mom too much. He's a mama's boy and he adopted his mindset and mannerisms from his mom. And you're never really going to find a good leader from a man like that. So, but the thing is, it's the best indicator. A 2-family household and a man being in a home, that's the best chance you got to raise good members of society and to keep away degeneracy.
Respect.
Yeah, man. Any other questions?
Nah, man, I'm about to get the shirt. I love everything you're doing. Keep doing your thing, bro. Keep putting God first, bro. I love everything you're doing. I ain't got nothing but respect for you. And I'm gonna stay tuned in with you. You dig?
Yo, I appreciate the support, man. And have a blessed one, brother.
Peace.
All right. So We have, man, the chat is lit right now. I see y'all here in the chat, man. Let's go ahead and let's check out the regular chat, man. See what y'all saying in the regular chat. Okay, I see you, Tim M. You are doing a good job at modding. I see you in here. You over here modding. We got Phil Jr. in here. I see you in here. Phil, okay, you said I'm home now. Cooley, I'm going to sign on the computer and I'll jump online with you. Okay, Phil, we're not going to be going live too long, but yeah, man, let me know. And then we got a super chat that came in. Yo, this guy is funny. We got Straight White Male sends him $5. That is just a funny name, Straight White Male. He says, I've been calling dudes Swedish cheese ever since that stream with Fake Drake. Yo, shout out to you, yo.
No Fugazee.
Yo, I've been saying cheese since I was a youngin' because I don't cuss, right? So people be thinking like, yo, why does he say certain words like what the freaking, biggest cheese? Because I don't say the F word, the B word, the SHIT. I don't say those words. And the reason why I don't cuss is because it helps with discipline. Like if I could be disciplined enough to control the words that's coming out of my mouth, then I'm disciplined to not masturbate. Then I'm disciplined to not pick up the bottle and start drinking. By the way, this is alkaline water from a bottle, very expensive water. This wasn't alcohol if y'all thought it was. Then I'm going to be disciplined to not be drinking and smoking. I've never smoked a day in my life and I don't drink at all. Never gotten drunk. So yeah, man, that's the reason why I don't cuss. If anyone was wondering, it's just, it makes my mind very, very strong. Also from my grandfather, he taught me that at a very young age. He was like, yeah, man, don't cuss. Like that's for weak people. So I was already like influenced to just be like, man, if you can't control the words that's coming out your mouth, then you kind of weak anyway. Then like I say the N word, nigga this, nigga please, nigga what? But I could stop saying it. Like I'm not addicted to saying it, but it is kind of funny. So that's the only, derogatory word that I would probably say. So let's see who else popped in the chat. If no one else is in here, man, let's go through the usual schedule programming, man. Everyone that's been supporting, continue to support the podcast. Go ahead and don't be a ninja watcher, man. Go ahead and like the channel. And yo, it's the third link. Let me just make sure. Well, you see it in here. The link in the description, it says merch. Get the merch, man. You see it. God over man, man over woman, woman over children. It's the realest shirt ever. There's not another realer shirt. Think about it. No Fugazee, bro. The reason why I named the podcast No Fugazee means no lies, man. Authentic. It's the realest shirt. It's the most truthful shirt you'll ever wear. All the other shirts y'all niggas wear is fake. Matter of fact, this shirt I got on fake. That's why right after I take a shower, I was at the gym and I came right here. I'm putting on one. I sleep in this shirt. I made thousands of them and I sleep in these every day just because I want to go to sleep real and I want to wake up real because it's the realest shirt. Look at my promo for the shirt. Y'all niggas funny. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Hey, everyone that's been supporting the podcast, we are going live on Friday with about 4 to 5 girls. It's going to be a dope stream. And then next week, we'll be in Miami. Like I've been telling y'all, we got an NBA player. We got a comedian on a podcast. Then we got another special guest that I ain't mentioning. But yo, tune in because all of next week, we're going to be in Miami. And we're doing a stream on Monday. We're giving y'all back-to-back streams. Monday, we're doing a stream. Tuesday, we doing a stream. Wednesday, it's a break day. Then Thursday, we giving y'all a stream, and then another possible stream for Friday. So, damn, man, we may even do 4 live podcasts. We may even do four live podcasts next week. So tune in, man. We got a lot of content and a lot of celebrity guests coming on. Other than that, man, like the podcast, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are out.
No Fugazee.